Hey YouTubers, I'm coming to you with another tutorial on making soft yeast rolls because I feel like trying to make something. Need to do something. So I'm gonna jump right in. I don't wanna yabble everywhere. So let's get started with our ingredients. Okay, so for this recipe, you will need 2 cups of warm milk that I have here in a bowl. I measured out to 2 cups and I warmed it up. You will need 1 package of active dry yeast, and that gives you about 2 tablespoons. You will need 1/4 cup of white sugar, and I'm actually using 2 cups of 1/4 of white sugar. And then you will need a teaspoon of salt that I have here. 2 teaspoons of salt. I'm only using 1 teaspoon of salt because I will also add in some salted butter. You will also need 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I'm using unsalted butter within the mixture, within the dough mixture. You will also need 6 cups of all-purpose flour, whatever brand that you prefer to use. And you will need 2 large room temperature eggs. Now remember I told you all one time in one of my videos that if you're just coming home and you want to hurry up and try to make this, just take your eggs and sit them in warm water and they'll become room temperature. So let's get started. What I'm going to do is go ahead and combine my warm milk into my bowl. I'm going to combine my yeast into the bowl. I'm going to combine my sugar into the bowl. And as you can see, this will give me my cups if I can get it all in there. And then I'm going to combine my salt. 1 tablespoon of salt. And I'm going to combine my butter. And this was only a half a stick of butter that I had here. So that's how come instead of 6 tablespoons, I'm just measuring this much in here. I don't really care for a bunch of butter in here, but if you do, go ahead and do so. And then go ahead and put your eggs in there. I'm going to crack mine in the bowl that I did the milk in so we don't get no shells in it. See me cracking it. Then once you get all of this into the bowl, we're going to go ahead and mix it up. Now sometimes you can let your yeast get sit in the milk first before you add everything. It's up to you if you want to do that. Let it sit for 5 minutes, stir it and dissolve in there, and then go ahead and mix everything. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this. Now that I have everything mixed, I'm going to just go ahead and give this a stir. Your mixture should look like this. You might see the butter in there, but that's fine. Now we're gonna slowly add in our 6 cups of flour. Now it's up to you on how much flour you want to use. If you want to keep your mixture soft, your dough soft, you just add it to your liking. I'm gonna add. I'm in my recipe. I'm only using 5.5 cups of flour. Let's go ahead and add my 1 cup of flour. And you can have yours sifted as well. Oh, little camera messing up. 1 second. Okay, so I'm gonna sift mine in here. And at the same time, I'm gonna run my mixer. You want to keep doing this until your dough starts to form. Once your dough starts to form and pull away from the bowl, then you can go ahead and stop. Take it out of the bowl, and you're going to put some flour on your work surface, and then you're going to start to roll your dough around in there and knead it. Now at this point, I'm going to add the last bit of my dough. My flour. Let me show you how it looks. It's starting to turn to my doughy consistency that I want. So remember to scrape down your sides every time you add it on. Add in flour. I'm going to sift in the rest of my flour. And then once I sift in the rest of the flour and it's to where I want it to be, then I'm going to take it out of the bowl. And I'm going to start kneading it on the counter with a lightly floured surface.